United take part into their first warm weather training in Spain, led by Erik ten Hag, and those players that never participated in the World Cup flew to Spain today and they took part into their first weather all warm weather training down in Cadiz in Spain, and Erik ten Hag is really having a very wonderful time. We're going to bring you some of the photos and footage coming in from the training sessions and who trained and how the training sessions really went down. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe, hit the notification button that will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now, as things go on right now, we are really having a very wonderful time at the side which goes by the names of Manchester United, because another trio of United players have joined the ones that really went into the quarterfinals yesterday. That is Tyrell Malacia for Netherlands and Lisandro Martinez for Argentina. They went into the quarterfinals. And obviously today, the trio of England has gone ahead to join them. That is Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, and Marcus Rashford to join them there. Even Rafael Varane, who played 90 minutes to the game of France, also joined them. And obviously, it's going to be between England and France at the quarterfinal stage, and we can't wait and see who is really going to be in all out at that level of the game of football, where everything is going to be going on and happening down in Qatar. And obviously, Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire played 90 minutes in the game of football as England beat Senegal by 3-0. Marcus Rashford came on and played close to 30 minutes in the game of football. The game was already done, though he really forced himself into a very good shot, but it never went to the back of the net. But he really looked great and sharp, and that's where we want to see all our players really play. Harry Maguire looked great. Luke Shaw looked great. Obviously, he was good in the offensive and defensive area, and obviously Harry Maguire has kept another clean sheet for the English national team, which is good news. Argentina is going to play Netherlands. That means that Malacia versus Lisandro Martinez, one of those is really going to go out. And to me, that's music to my ears, because if Netherlands go through, Lisandro Martinez will rest for 7 days, and I think at around today is what? Today is 5th. At around the 15th of December, he will join the team down in Cadiz, Spain. If Tyrell Malacia is knocked out, then that means at 15th he will be there. And when you look at France versus England, the same thing is going to happen. Reason being, if at all England is knocked out, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, and Marcus Rashford will join the team around 15th, because they have to rest for 7 good days. So it's all working like a charm for Erik ten Hag. These players are really going to return early enough, and obviously let's wait and see the rest of the players in the Brazil national team of how they're going to go on and progress, plus Bruno Fernandes and Portugal, of which Portugal I believe are going to go through to the round of the quarterfinals, but I believe most United players are going to be knocked out at the quarterfinals, and I believe around 15th 16th December most players will join the team in Spain to do the needful. But Facundo Pellistri and Ericsson will join the team soon. I think by the end of next week, they'll be joining the team of a team which got Manchester United down in Spain. But let me take you through into this training session that really took place down in Cadiz, as United players really took part in it. And obviously, Erik ten Hag was the man behind it with his full coaching staff at Old Trafford, in Cadiz. And obviously, this is Norman Emeran, a one player playing in the Academy of United, and with his structure, it is detailed that he's a defender who plays for Manchester United, that is the under 21s. Danny Van Beek, Anton Martial, Lindelof, Zidane Iqbal into action as you see them pass the game of football. By the way, to me, I'm looking at these two players a lot, Martial and Danny Van Beek. Why? These friendlies we are going to play against Cadiz and Real Betis down in Spain are really a very testing period for a very testing kit for Danny Van Beek, especially because for Anton Martial, his position is outside there, and the manager really gave it to him. But the player in the names of Danny Van Beek, with Bruno Fernandes performing and doing one of the World Cup for the team which goes by the name of Spain, Portugal, 3 games played, 4 goal involvements, 2 goals scored, and 2 assists. It just sends a clear message to Danny Van Beek. This is the chance to come out and impress the manager. And trust me, he has even a chance to play in the first 2 games as soon as the World Cup is over. The one against a team which goes by the names of Burnley, and the other we are going to play against Nottingham at Old Trafford. So Danny Van Beek has to prove his worth in these 2 games we are going to play. Anton Martial, I want to see him firing in goals in the 2 games we are going to play against Real Betis and Cadiz. We expect him to really be on fire, especially Anton Martial and Donny Van Beek. I want Donny Van Beek to show us that he's that player that the manager trusted and obviously brought him back and trusts him and doesn't want him to be sold. Then Max Oyelade and Bojan Hadley, these are players from the academy, and you see some Charlie Savage in there for you, trying to sprint into action to see to it that he gets everything done and dusted. Brandon Williams traveled with the team for the very first time. Is he going to convince Erik ten Hag that he can play as a right back? And Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also part of the team down there in Cadiz, doing some good training down there in Cadiz. So we are waiting to see whether Erik ten Hag is going to use the end of those 2 as a right back in the 2 games we are going to play against Cadiz and Real Betis. But I believe these 2 are on their way out, because even when Aaron Wan-Bissaka was available and feeling fit, the manager decided to go all out and bring in a player who goes by the names of Tyrell Malacia to play as a right back. Even Brandon Williams was available and didn't really use him. So looks like the manager might have given them a second chance to prove their worth. Now these are the team spirits up. You see Alejandro Garnacho and very many other players of United trying to sprint in and out of the training ground. So that is a fault photo, and that is Erik ten Hag, the manager, arriving at the training ground where United is training today. And obviously they're really having a very fantastic time down in Spain, and the manager, the gaffer, Ten Hag, has every reason to smile after turning very many things around at Manchester United. People thought that he was going to be sacked. Lots of words went to him that we are not giving him credit, and lots of hope. And the prediction was that he was going to be sacked like the other Dutch manager who came in at Middlesbrough. I remember he was called... there is a Dutch manager who came in the Premier League, managed 2 games and was sacked. So I think, was it Van Bronckhorst? Not Van Bronckhorst, but I believe he is really doing a wonderful job and has every reason to smile, because everything is working like a charm for him at Manchester United. Charlie Savage, one of those that excited us a lot in the preseason alongside Zidane Iqbal. He is one of those that Ten Hag rates highly, and he believes that with time he will earn a position into his team, and these boys are in the right hands of the manager, because this manager is good at doing that and grooming the young talent. Scott McTominay, one of the most improved players under Erik ten Hag, has gone in through to put in an effort. And remember, the first game of United we're going to play, it's going to be played on the 7th. That is on Tuesday. Today is 5th. It's on Wednesday. That's when United is going to go ahead and play their next game. So their first preseason friendly, and do the needful to prepare for them. Scott McTominay will earn himself a start maybe, because he is really great. Lindelof Victor, 3rd Fido in the choices of United. Erik ten Hag ranks him 3rd, and Harry Maguire is 4th. And I pity Harry Maguire. The return of Axel Tuanzebe, if he proves the manager, he's going to go into the 5th Fido, and obviously he'll find his way out of the club. But Lindelof has been really sensational and very, very much strong into that central defense of United. The previous games we played towards the World Cup break, he was responsible for coming in and playing those games of football very well. In the game of Chelsea, he came on through after Rafael Varane got an injury in the 58th minute. He played that entire game. He went ahead to play in the game we won against Aston Villa in the midweek. That was the Carabao Cup. We won that game by 4-2. He went ahead to play away at Real Sociedad. We won that game by 1-0. He returned and played in the game of Aston Villa, where we lost 3-1. Was it 3-1? I think 3-1, yes. Then he went ahead to come up and play in the game we beat Fulham by 2-1 at Craven Cottage. So I believe he's one of those players that the manager is really believing in a lot because of his skill. Then Isak Hassan Aron. This is a Norwegian from the academy of Manchester United. If you watch that game against Rayo Vallecano that drew that ended in a draw 1-1 at Old Trafford before the season started off, and we lost that first game against Brighton. You loved the way he really played, and he's one of those players that Ten Hag really believes in a lot to come on and really do the needful. Marc Jurado, mark the name. He's really one of those players that I believe is going to come out and really impress the manager a lot, because he's really a very, very good player in the academy of Manchester United, and he is really one of those that really plays for the club. He plays as a right back, and he's really a flying right back. And obviously, he comes in from Spain. The Academy of United is really having quite some good talent that can excite you in the coming future. Then Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Erik ten Hag, Scott McTominay, and Anthony Elanga having what we call instructions from the manager. And obviously, this is Brandon Williams. This is Anthony Elanga and Scott McTominay. Erik ten Hag directing them on what he wants them to use the ball for and really look great. Here, instructions for the squad from Erik ten Hag, Darren Fletcher, Michael van der Gaar, and McLaren, trying to issue instructions to the team and how he wants them to go out and really work out. These are the players sweating it out, having a real cool down as the team is really preparing to go on out and do more drills. This is Alejandro Garnacho, as you see him, Brandon Williams, Zidane Iqbal, and Scott McTominay in training of the first day in Spain. The players walk off the field of play after a very good training. This is Bishop and very many other players outside there. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. That's what took place down in Spain today, and that's the first training, warm training, all warm weather training conducted by Erik ten Hag in Spain. So your reactions are welcome to how Ten Hag conducted his first United warm weather training in Spain, and obviously who impressed you most, and who are you eagerly waiting to see impress Erik ten Hag before the season resumes on the 21st of December when you are hosting Burnley at Old Trafford in the Carabao Cup. I think it's going to be the quarter-final, and United has a chance to go on and cling this title, because Chelsea was knocked out, Liverpool was knocked out, the only huge team. Sorry, Liverpool is still in. Chelsea was knocked out. Arsenal is out. The only huge teams left are going to battle themselves at the round of, the quarterfinals? And that is a team which goes by the names of Man City and Liverpool. If one is knocked out, that means we'll be left with just one team to beat. And if at all we beat it, obviously the rest can be beaten. We can beat Brighton. We can beat Newcastle. We can beat Aston Villa. We can beat which other teams are in. There is even a championship team that is still in the Carabao Cup. So I believe we can put up a very good run for this season and at least clinch one title for Erik ten Hag at Manchester United. The other stories to react about is that result of England, 3-0, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw being into that watertight defense of England. They really saw them keep a clean sheet. That is a third. I think it's the second clean sheet in the 4 games they've played. The first game they conceded 2, but they won 6-2. The second game it was a clean sheet against USA. Third game they won 2-0. This is the third clean sheet, by the way. They've kept a third clean sheet because Wales, it ended 3-0 in favor of a team which goes by names of England. So 3 clean sheets kept in the row. They only conceded against Iran. What a good job they are doing. Marcus Rashford too came on through and really played some good minutes. And the most interesting news is all about Rafael Varane coming in through and really playing very many minutes in the game of France versus Poland that saw Kylian Mbappe score a brace and Giroud score 1 goal to give a result of 3-0 to France into the quarterfinal. And your reactions too on who do you think is going to win between England and France? Because if England is knocked out, 3 players return and prepare for the restart of the season. That is Harry Maguire, Rashford, and Luke Shaw. If England knocks out France, it's only Rafael Varane that returns. And for Argentina, if Argentina knocks out Netherlands, Tyrell Malacia returns early enough to prepare for the season, for the resume of the season. And if at all Netherlands knock out Argentina, it's Lisandro Martinez that really returns in the warm weather training in Spain. So your reactions are welcome in the comment section below. Rokan David is my name. Remember, we are left with 80 subscribers to hit 9,200 subscribers on this channel. So guys, endeavor to subscribe, because at least every week I want us to be having like 300 subscribers, such that by the end of this month we are hitting our milestone of 10,000 subscribers as we jet into the new year. May the Lord bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later.